What is poppin'? Locked in everybody. So here I am again, sitting in front of y'all, about to say all the movies that I've watched during the month of March. Oh, let me start off first with this series that I watched last March, which is, I only watched one, by the way, and it's Euphoria. Euphoria. Yeah. So yeah, the first and only actually series that I watched last March was Euphoria, starring Zendaya. Euphoria follows a group of high school students as they navigate love and friendship in a world of drugs, sex, trauma, and social media. It's a very, very good teen drama. I swear, it's so good. It's so good. And the cinematography, don't even get me started with the cinematography. You don't. Just, it's amazing. After watching it, I developed a crush with Hunter Schaffer. She's just I don't know, I like her very much. Yeah, that's it. Moving on with the movies. Here we go. First one was Jojo Rabbit, directed by Taika Waititi, which is like one of my favorites director. It is starring Roman Griffin Davis, the kid, child, and then Taika Waititi as Hitler. So it is a World War II satire that follows a lonely German boy whose worldview is turned upside down when he discovers his single mother is hiding a young Jewish girl in their attic. Aided only by his idiotic imaginary friend Adolf Hitler, Jojo must confront his blind nationalism. So yeah, it's a war movie starring a kid with Adolf Hitler as his imaginary friend, and the genre is comedy. I know it's not like, you're like, what? But yes, it's that movie. It's very amazing. I liked it very much. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The next one is Her, written and directed by Spike Jonze, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson. In the not-so-distant future, Theodore, a lonely writer, purchases a newly developed operating system designed to meet the user's every needs. To Theodore's surprise, a romantic relationship develops between him and his operating system. This unconventional love story blends science fiction and romance in a sweet tale that explores the nature of love and the ways that technology isolates and connects us all. In short, Theodore, which is Joaquin Phoenix's character, fell in love with his operating system. So yeah, it's a sci-fi romance drama film. It's very sad. The cinematography here is also chef's kiss. It's so perfect, and it's also very sad. I didn't cry because I'm a one tough bitch, but also it's very heartbreaking. Next one is Uncut Gems, directed by the Safdie brothers, Josh and Benny. Can you keep it down, please? Thank you. So, starring Adam Sandler, a charismatic New York City jeweler. Did I pronounce it right? Jeweler. Always on the lookout for the next big score, makes a series of high-stakes bets that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime. Howard, which is played by Adam Sandler, must perform a precautious high wire act balancing business, family, and what is this? Yeah, whatever. Adversaries on all sides in his relentless pursuit of the ultimate win. This film will give you anxiety. That's all I can say about this film. But then I don't have bangs for the next few minutes. So next film is 1917. Oh my god, this is a good one. It's directed by Sam Mendes, and it's starring George McKay and Dean Charles Chapman. So, at the height of the First World War, two young British soldiers must cross enemy territory and deliver a message that will stop a deadly attack on hundreds of soldiers. So the whole film has this illusion of a one-shot effect, you know. So yeah, it has an illusion, and they executed it very well. It's it's action-packed, and it's very good. The story is also good, and the acting is also good, and yeah, and the cinematography is phenomenal. So yeah, Roger Deakins did it again with this film. His mind, I swear. So yeah, I really recommend this one. Super like the whole length of the film. You're just following like one or two characters like the whole time. So it feels like you're with them and you're going through all these challenges with them. So yeah, it had me at the edge of my seat the whole time. I was watching like this because I was just like everything was just intense. And so next one is Hereditary, which is a horror film directed by Ari Aster, starring Toni Collette, Alex Wolff, Gabrielle Byrne, and Millie Shapiro. It's a very good film. It's a great film. I swear, the story and everything about it is great. But it's still, I still find it spooky. You know, it's still like even up to this day, it still spooks me. Like just the thought of it is scary to me. You know, whenever I look at the ceiling, I can picture Toni Collette there, and I'm just like, it's about a dysfunctional family. So when Ellen, the matriarch of the Graham family, passes away, her daughter's family begins to marvel cryptic and increasingly terrifying secrets about their ancestry. So yeah, this is a really great film. One of the things that I like about this one is it didn't rely on jump scares. Of course, there are like scary visuals and like that will like spook you out, but it didn't rely on that jump scare effect. You get scared because of like anticipating of what's gonna happen next, I guess. That's why you get scared. And once like the revelation is out, then that's what makes it scary. But they rely on jump scares. So it's really great. 10 out of 10. Next one is The Irishman, which is directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Robert De Niro. When I saw this film, I didn't feel like watching it because I saw the running time, I saw the length, and it's 3 hours and 30 minutes. It was so long. I wasn't able to finish this film in like one sitting. I had to like stop it midway and then like finish it the next day because of how long it is. but surprisingly, I mean, I expected to not like it, but I don't know. I guess Martin Scorsese is that bitch, you know. I liked it. I was surprised because I liked it. It's, you know, it's about Frank Sheeran, which is an Irish guy. He's a war veteran of Irish origin who works as a truck driver, who accidentally meets a mobster named Russell Buffalino. Once Frank becomes his trusted man, Buffalino sends him to Chicago with the task of helping Jimmy Hoffa, a powerful union leader related to organized crime, with whom Frank will maintain a close friendship for nearly 20 years. There's a lot of killing in this movie because it's about mobsters and stuff like that, so yeah. But it's a great film. You just have to like have a whole free day to watch it because it's very long. Next one is The Invisible Man, directed by Leigh Whannell and starring Elizabeth Moss. So when Cecilia's abusive ex takes his own life and leave her his fortune, she suspects his death was a hoax. As a series of coincidences turn lethal, Cecilia works to prove that she's being hunted by someone nobody can see. It's a sci-fi film, drama, thriller. It's very thrilling. Yeah, it's a good film. Watch it. Next one is A Ghost Story, written and directed by David Lowery, starring Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara. This one is very slow paced, like just giving out a warning to y'all in case you're not used to this type of films. It's about a recently deceased, a white cheated ghost returns to his suburban home to console his wife, only to find that in his spectral state he has become unstuck in time, forced to watch passively as the life he knew and the woman he loves slowly slip away. Like that. So I like this film despite it being like very slow. I don't have anything against slow-paced films. They're okay as long as the story is great and the execution is great. It's fine. I like this one. It's saddening. It just feels very like heavy in the chest. So yeah. If you have those sad boy hours, then watch this film during those hours. So yeah. Just be aware of Rooney Mara's pie eating scene because that goes on for like straight 5 minutes. Just all 5 minutes of her eating a pie. So, I mean, yeah. So last one is High Life, directed by Claire Denis, starring Robert Pattinson. So Robert Pattinson's character is Monty. So Monty and his baby daughter are the last survivors of a damned and dangerous mission to the outer reaches of the solar system. They must now rely on each other to survive as they hustle toward the oblivion of a black hole. It's an interesting film, but for me there's just some unnecessary scenes to it, you know, but overall I think it's nice. Those are all the films that I watched last month, the month of March. And what's up? I'm just passing by here real quick. I thought I'd squeeze in the month of April since I didn't really watch like any movies. I only watched like 4, and like the 2 of those are documentaries actually. Anyway, so you know, without further ado, I'm gonna make this real quick. So the first one that I've watched during the month of April was The Platform. So it's a mysterious It's a Spanish movie. So within a mysterious place, an indescribable prison, a deep hole, and a known number of levels, two inmates living on each level, a descending platform containing food for all of them, an inhuman fight for survival, but also an opportunity for solitary. It's kind of gory, but it's really cool, and it serves like a metaphor for like a lot of things. So it's really good. Go check it out. Next one was Onward. In a suburban fantasy world, two teenage elf brothers embark on an extraordinary quest to discover if there is still a little magic left out there. So it's a really good animation film. It reminds me of Frozen a little bit because it's, two brothers and there's magic involved. But for me, I like it more than Frozen. I'm sorry for all the Frozen lovers out there, but that's just me. It's also very entertaining, and I think it could be enjoyed no matter how old you are. So yeah. And then the two other movies I'm gonna mention are it's a BTS like film docu series type of thing. Yeah. And then there's also like a movie one. So the first one was Bring the Soul, the movie. So following their landmark Love Yourself tour, BTS triumphantly returns to cinema screens in Bring the Soul, the movie, shining brighter than any light on the stage. Now the group invite us behind the spotlight on the day following the final concert of their Europe tour on the rooftop in Paris. BTS tells their very own stories, from experiencing new cities to performing in front of thousands of ARMY across the globe. A glimpse into BTS world away from the stage, featuring intimate group discussions alongside spectacular concert performances from the tour. So this past few weeks I've been active again in my fangirling life, so all I've been consuming was BTS contents. I've been watching Run BTS a lot and just a lot of BTS stuff, so that explains why I watch it. And then the last one is I'm Drunk, I Love You, written by Giancarlo Abraham and Jaime P. Habak Jr., starring Paulo Avellino and Maha Salvador. So, drink moderately, love fully. Days before graduation, two college best friends go on. Oh my god, it's so noisy outside. So, days before graduation, two college best friends go on one last road trip where they settle how they really feel for each other. I saw this trend on Twitter, so I thought I'd check it out. And yeah, I can see why. It's kind of relatable a little bit because young love, and then the girl is in love with her best friend for 7 years, but she hasn't expressed how she felt until towards the end of the movie. Is that a spoiler? I'm sorry if I spoiled you, but it's really good, and I think it's quite relatable. I think a lot of people can relate to that. Simple, good movie. And then as for the series, I actually watched one. So aside from Run BTS, I watch I Am Not Okay With This. So it's an American coming of age comedy drama web television series based on the comic books of the same name by Charles Foreman, where a teen navigates. It's so noisy outside. I kind of regret filming here. I'm in my bed. It's a double bunk bed, so I'm you can see the ceiling from above my head, and there's a window right in front of me, and it's a lot of children playing outside, so it's so noisy. So anyway, yeah. So it's a series where a teen navigates the complexities of high school, family, and her sexuality while dealing with her new superpowers. So yeah, I forgot what kind of vibes I get from this, but it's really good. It's actually very short. It's only 20 minutes, for 20 minutes per series. I think it is only 20 minutes per episode, and it's only 7 episodes, so it's a very fast paced, which is nice actually, because it kind of proves that you don't need an hour long to execute a good film, or I mean a good series, or to execute a good story. So loud outside. So yeah, and it kind of reminded me of Carrie, the movie Carrie, because in the trailer and during the first clip of the first episode, you could see her running covered in blood. It's really good, and towards the end, the ending was very unpredictable. It's quite surprising, although you can, I think you can predict, but it was still the way that it was executed was still surprising. So anyway, that's it. I hope y'all are doing good. I thought yeah, I've just been so I don't know, lazy. So yeah, that's it. Goodbye.